So yeah, The Defenders. It's the 6th Marvel Netflix series which sees each of the heroes, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, coming together to save New York City because obviously Spider-Man and the rest of the Avengers were too busy fighting amongst themselves.
As usual.
Yeah, so you've not seen all of it, have you?
Of course not.
Because you've not done your homework.
I didn't realise it was, but hey, I was gonna watch it all at once, but then I just got distracted and it was kind of slow. I was like, when I find time, I'll breeze through it.
Yeah. So you've watched the first 3 episodes?
Yeah.
Alright. And you've seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll start, I suppose, by saying what we think about it, and then we can go into like some spoilers.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know before when we do spoilers, or going into spoiler territory.
We said spoilers already. Expect it from now.
So yeah, what have you thought about it?
I did like it, and for first season, it was okay. I'm not gonna lie and say it was amazing, because in my opinion, it was just as I wouldn't say bland, but it was just barely better than Iron Fist.
Okay, all right.
Not because. See, it's hard to explain. Like in my opinion,
Iron Fist.
yeah, it felt like Iron Fist season 2, which just I wasn't happy with that because it had a lot of focus on his story, but not a lot of focus on him, which kind of got a bit confusing. That's not confusing, but just a bit like, make up your mind where the story's going. Sometimes, like all the episodes felt kind of the same from like the 3rd episode. It got a bit bland after a while. When they were like kind of making jokes with each other and talking with each other, it just felt kind of forced. It didn't feel really natural. It's like they just met with each other all in this hallway and they're all like telling jokes like this and that. I'm just like, whatever. And then I did like it, but yeah, not Luke Cage, Iron Fist. He was so annoying as well. Just annoying. I didn't like him. That's my 2 pence.
Yeah, like I think the first few episodes were a bit slow, and obviously, like you're saying, it did focus around Iron Fist. I suppose we just get the problems out of the way first of all. So, so I'll just say, like, I might have mentioned it when we did the Iron Fist review. The fact that they were using the hand as like the main enemy.
Yeah.
I thought that was always like a problem.
Now,
because they used them in
every single season.
Pretty much, yeah. Like Daredevil season 1, the hand were in it,
and
2 they were in it in that. Then in Iron Fist, for them to come back again, it was kind of like, we've seen this already.
And then they got rid of like the leader of the hand, and it was like a new hand, and it's like this literally happened in Iron Fist. They got rid of the leader, and it's just like they just keep doing it. Like they got a villain problem. They actually do. They really do.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I think there was a lot of things. I think if they had somebody like, maybe they could do it for season 2, but I think somebody like Kingpin would have been a much more interesting character.
He was a sick villain.
But yeah, because
I was hoping he was going to appear in Defenders.
Yeah, I suppose maybe
now. Is he still in prison?
He's probably still in prison. But yeah, I think he would have been better at maybe like breaking them down, like each of the characters, and I don't know. But I think maybe season 2, I think they need to bring in somebody like Kingpin.
How is Sigourney Weaver's performance in it and stuff?
And I thought she's alright. She's not bad. It's just that, like you're saying, they've got a bit of a villain problem.
Yeah. You know what I did like? That everyone that spoke Japanese to her, she spoke English back. So, like, she understood everything. It's like, yes. And then spoke English back. I was just like, what's going on there? I'm confused. Like, why are we doing this? Why not just get them to speak Japanese or English? Like, why are we going back and forward?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because you obviously had a character. You had Madame Gao, and then there was like three other characters as well who were like the different fingers of the hand. Yeah.
And of course, they killed the black one off first. That's natural.
But yeah, they were just a bit weak. Like even there was times when they had to fight the defenders, and they were just fighting. It was just like.
It was the same thing. They were just doing backflips and punching. Then they get punched, and another one does a backflip.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for Daredevil, that would have been so even more boring.
It would have
He
been
was
boring,
the
yeah.
most
He's the only one that can
him
fight,
fighting
really,
Elektra
yeah.
was like the best parts of the
Yeah.
bloody the whole team. Apart from that, it was just because
Oh, wow.
Luke Cage is strong, but he can't fight. So
Yeah.
watching Luke Cage,
It's just him
throw
swinging punches.
punches
Well,
is
missing.
fucking boring
Yeah.
and missing.
And
Yeah,
Jessica Jones throwing people
Yeah.
about and
it is boring. And Iron Fist not out being
Yeah.
able to fight properly, even though he's the Iron Fist, being trained by how many masters?
yeah, that's
that does not make sense.
I mean, there is a scene where Daredevil and Iron Fist have a fight, and Daredevil just kind of wipes the floor with him, and it's, and it's just kind of like, well, if you're meant to be the immortal Iron Fist,
That you keep
shouldn't you be able to take on the Daredevil?
Who's a
But-
blind man raised by another blind man?
But yeah, so I mean, like, obviously, I think Luke Cage and Jessica Jones do sort of mention the fact that they're fighting ninjas and they can't fight, sort of thing. But it was just a bit. That was a bit weak.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Another problem I had was the fact that they didn't have any ninjas in it. Like the hand are meant
Yeah,
to be.
yeah.
but-
That's all it is, yeah.
it was
Wow,
like,
true
where are the
shit,
ninjas?
True shit. Yeah, I was
It's
thinking
the
about
hand.
that.
Yeah.
But there are no ninjas. Like in Daredevil season 2, you have them on the rooftop.
Oh yeah,
And they're fighting.
coming from the windows and everything.
In this one, it's just people.
In
It's
suits.
like it's either they're in suits or they're just like bodyguard sort of
Yeah.
people.
There's
And it was just
not a single ninja
Yeah.
was there.
So it's like John Wick.
a little bit.
John Wick. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
everyone in suits? Yeah.
It seemed a bit weird. But,
No, I definitely agree with that.
yeah.
I don't really get I don't get what was happening, to be honest with you.
Actually, that's actually another problem.
I
Yeah,
don't
that is
understand
actually another
what's
problem.
happening,
So basically, these 5 fingers of the hand,
Yeah.
their purpose for destroying New York City was so that they could get a material underground which would make them live longer. And that is it.
That's it.
That is the whole
That's it.
point
So
of
they
this
went
show.
through all of that, knocked down those doors,
Yeah.
went
Just
through all
to-
like these dragons and all of that and shit that they didn't explain why they was down there. They just said
There was dragons.
they're down there.
What?
There's dragons.
Okay.
Sorry, this is as much a spoiler for
No,
you as
that's
it's for
fine.
everyone else.
That's
but-
fine. I'm like, what?
And then it's just like, okay,
Yeah,
Maybe
it's,
they know
that
dragons.
happened.
Or a
It's-
new hype now called Game of Thrones.
I mean that's another reason why I think Kingpin would have just been a better villain.
yeah.
It didn't make sense. Like, say you're going to destroy New York for some reason, but to just because you want to live longer, it was just it was weak.
Didn't they bring Elektra back from the dead?
Yeah, so they could live longer
Yeah, because
Why didn't they
she's
use it?
better than them, basically.
Yeah,
She
for
fights
some
better
reason.
than them. Because she's the Black Sky. She has no fear now.
But why didn't they use what they did to her on like them?
No, that's what they've been
Apparently
doing.
they can- yeah.
That's what they've been doing.
That's what brings them back to life. So they need this material. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. They need basically this material underground,
Okay.
which they keep using to bring themselves or to keep themselves alive, basically.
Did you finish Iron Fist?
Oh no.
I knew
Oh,
he was
this is
going
going
to
on.
say that. It makes sense why they can't get the Avengers involved. It makes perfect sense. But if the whole of New York City is going to get destroyed,
Yeah. Then obviously the
who do
Avengers
you
need
call?
to. Yeah.
You call the Avengers. Like, yeah, you got powers and shit, but you call the fucking Avengers. Like, are you being serious? New York is going to get destroyed.
That's so strange.
You know, actually, I have some more negative things, but let's talk about positives. Let's talk about positives of this program.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. They're positive. I just want to say one thing. If you want to do a story, don't do it where it's so big that it doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
Kingpin's story made sense. All this stuff
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
involves a smooth group makes sense. When you start adding stuff like destroying a whole city,
yeah.
that is Avenger level shit. Like that.
Well, the fact that you've got Avengers Tower there,
Exactly. And
it makes it.
Spider-Man's right across the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think the Netflix series take place in a different timeline to the rest of the MCU, so I don't think they've caught up to where the movies are.
fair enough.
So I think
That might be
they're back, maybe
Near the first movie.
just after the Avengers.
Okay.
true. But the Avengers still do exist.
So there's the Avengers exist, yeah,
right
yeah.
now, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the series. Let me just get that straight. I enjoyed the series. I like the fact that, like, when they introduced each character, they sort of kept the same tone. So Jessica Jones has like a bluish tone to her episode, to her series. So when they
But
showed
when
her,
they done the intro and they gave everyone their own colours.
yeah, so everyone's got their own
remember.
colours. Like Luke Cage is more sort of yellowish, but
Yeah.
he had like the hip hop start playing when he was
yeah,
like
yeah,
introduced and stuff. I like that. That was cool. I think they did well with sort of bringing the audience up to what everyone was doing, each of the heroes were doing, and sort of bringing them together as well. I kind of like the way they did that. I thought they worked well. I think Iron Fist worked well when he was with Luke Cage. On his own, I still have a problem with him. I did like the series. I don't think it's the best Netflix series. I still think Daredevil season 1 and Luke Cage is better. Maybe Jessica Jones as well.
I
think
liked
they had a
it, but I don't think it was that special. It was better than Iron Fist.
It was
All
a bit
of them
slow,
were better
yeah.
than Iron Fist.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I did enjoy it. It's only 8 episodes. A lot of people seem to like the fact that it wasn't too long. It didn't drag out. So yeah, obviously, as like you were saying, the show actually sort of like tried to it covered a bit of like comic ground. So like with Colleen and Misty,
Yeah.
it sort of tried to put them together.
Yeah, let's
like
just
she's gonna
throw
join.
the spoilers out there.
Yeah, we're gonna throw the
Yeah,
spoilers out there. We're
yeah.
gonna throw the spoilers out there.
So she loses her arm.
She loses her
and
arm.
then in the comics she gets a robot arm
Yeah.
supplied by Stark Industries. And then she starts working with Colleen, who I'm guessing because she's defeated her master now, she knows how to fight, so she's come at peace with herself and she thinks she's as good as the rest of them now, which she can be.
Yeah.
She is.
I mean, she's better than Iron Fist. So.
real shit. So they got their little group
Yeah.
that they put together. I forgot what it's called, but they got their little group that they do their
The
little
two of
thing
them,
with.
Dragon, the Atomic Dragon.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, they might get her a Netflix show. Apparently,
That'd be
That's
cool.
what I
That would be
was
cool.
hearing.
Yeah.
Like,
Even though I didn't really like her in that show, she was so annoying.
nice.
She was so like in everyone's face, like
But-
tell me everything. I
But
wanna
she's
know
a
everything.
police officer, isn't it?
Like,
So
and it
yeah,
was-
yeah. Misty loses her arm, so she's gonna get probably get a robotic one. That's what happens in the comics. And at the end, Claire's talking to her, and she's like, "Danny owns this hospital, and they've got ways of helping people and stuff." So obviously, hinting at the fact that she might get a robotic arm. So yeah, that'll be fun to see
Yeah.
next season or whatever she'll be in.
Yeah, so how we leading characters to their own next seasons. We've got Daredevil, who's going into his born again story, where he's with the nuns, and I think one of them is meant to be his mum or something like that, possibly. Even though I'm not sure how she would know that's his son. But they'll probably go more into that in season 3.
Yeah.
So does he lose his memory? What are we saying?
I'm hoping they don't do something like that. That kind of annoys me when they do memory loss things. Yeah. But
When's Punisher?
Punisher's later this year.
But I think that's gonna be his own thing. I doubt that'll be linked to much with it.
I
How do
hope
you mean?
it's not linked to anything.
Like,
I
in
hope
the trailer, they kind of showed like his pre-story. and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
so it'll be about
Even
him.
his own
It'll be
thing,
him.
like,
Yeah, it'll be
he's
about
not
him.
really talking about much else. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
That's what we want. Yeah. Jessica Jones, she opened up her business again, so she's gonna go
The Alias
into
business.
businesses again. Luke Cage, I don't really remember.
I think he's just gone
Just that
off
thing.
to do his thing. Yeah,
Gone to get some
to
more
be
coffee.
a hero. Get some coffee. But actually, I haven't actually asked you what you thought of the 3 episodes you watched.
Bland, like you were saying.
Bland. That's what you're gonna say.
Yeah, because we like roving around Iron Fist, and I was getting less interested by the minute. But I did like the introductions though, like you were saying about the music, like Luke Cage's and Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, I'm gonna end up watching it, but
You didn't even watch Iron Fist yet.
I'm not gonna watch that.
You don't need to watch
I
Iron
don't
Fist, to be
need
honest.
to watch-
You
unless-
kind of don't need to watch Iron Fist.
I'll probably just read about it online or something.
It would help to make sense of some of the characters,
They
but
still didn't even explain Kung Lao moves missing.
yeah, that's
No, but no, it doesn't make sense. This is what. No, that was my original point. No, when I said that the story didn't make sense. You said they wanted all that immortal stuff and all that shit, but they also kept saying we get to go back to Kung Lao soon.
yeah. They didn't explain
But the
that.
Kung Lao disappeared, so did they not know that?
He
I'm
actually
confused.
says that. He does say
they
that
said
as
it's
well,
destroyed,
but-
and she was just something like, you don't know, blah,
Yeah.
and this. And I was like, I don't know. This
Please explain it to us.
Exactly, bro. No, that's what I'm saying. The story's just all over the place.
Yeah,
really.
it's yeah. So yeah, I've tweeted out that one of the things that bugs me about these series is the fact it's meant to be part of the MCU, but it doesn't really feel like it's part of the MCU.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could say the timeline's different and stuff, but
You just said it was just like Agents of Shield.
yeah, Agents of Shield do it. They do it a lot better.
Yeah.
But like they obviously drop names, or like they had newspaper clippings
Yeah.
in one of their series. But it just feels a bit weak. Like there's no. All right, so there was a point where they're all together in the Chinese restaurant, and they're kind of like, "What are we going to be like a group now or something like that?" I think somebody said it, and I sort of thought to myself, "Oh, somebody's going to make a joke about them being like the Avengers or something." No one said nothing,
That's what I'm saying.
and I was just like, "But." You would say something. Anyone who's in that universe
Would say something about the
mention
Avengers,
Yeah.
You've got Thor. People like Thor, the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America. You're not gonna not say, why don't we get them to help us save New York? So that's one thing.
They don't even think about it.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
even once.
So that's sort of thing that bugs me. Obviously, they're trying to set up their own series, and they don't want to have to rely on the Avengers.
It would make sense to ask
But
those
at least,
questions.
at least just sort of say something to sort of let us know that, yeah, okay, you are part of the MCU. All this stuff's happening around you, and it's all fitting together. The fact that when Misty does lose her arm and she's in the hospital, it's like they're not even going to talk about Stark Tech. It's going to be something to do with Danny Rand, probably.
Probably, even though it's Stark Tech that
That
gives
made
them
her.
the arm.
Yeah, so it's things like that sort of bug me a little bit. I think they need to find a way of, I don't know, putting themselves in the MCU a lot better.
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But maybe unless there's got to be some sort of contract that says there's only certain things they can
maybe.
bring up.
Maybe.
Even though,
maybe.
I mean, they've dropped Easter eggs, but I mean, I'm sure they've mentioned Avengers before that, haven't they?
They've mentioned, I think they've mentioned Iron Man, and maybe they've mentioned Captain America. I know they had the Hulk
They said
newspaper
something
clip
like,
in the
big
DareDevil
green
one.
Hulk jumping
Yeah.
over and all that shit.
But apart from that, I can't really remember them doing anything else. They didn't mention Avengers or anyone at all in Defenders. I mean, what I liked about S.H.I.E.L.D. was the fact that, I mean, I'm not saying that Netflix have to do this, but I like that they had Nick Fury in it. I like that they had Lady, what's the woman that's with in Thor's group.
Oh yeah. I don't remember her name, but I know.
Yeah, Lady Sif. She was in one of the episodes. The fact that they talk about like Inhumans and like the aliens and all that sort of stuff. I like the fact that it feels part of the MCU, even though it's a cheesy program.
Yeah.
It feels part of the MCU. The Netflix series kind of feel like they're on their own, and if you're gonna do that, just say, all right, you've got the Netflix series. It's on its own. It's nothing to do with the MCU.
I kind of feel like they're just gonna end up ending all the Netflix stuff before it gets to Infinity War.
Probably.
Because there's no way you can have an Infinity War and they're not.
But then that's the thing.
gonna mention
They're still in the past, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think they're gonna end it before it gets to that.
Okay, before it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's what I'm saying. There's no way you can have the Infinity War and they're just there still doing the whole thing. Like, and it's not. You can't have Doctor Strange in New York, innit?
Yeah.
You can't blow up New York and Doctor Strange is back. You can't try that again. Like, obviously, he's probably not in this one. I doubt he is, unless he is. Where was he in the story again?
So Doctor Strange would be after Winter Soldier.
Would it?
Yeah, because remember they mentioned Stephen Strange in.
Yeah, fair enough. And they did that before. I think it's a bit of a mess now. And like what this shared universe stuff is talking about, I think this is it. He's right, you know. He's right.
The
He made a
the
point.
movie's got it right. It's the fact that they've done the TV series the way they've done it, because it's not working properly. I don't think it's working properly anyway. Other people might disagree, but like I said, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of do it right. The Netflix series ain't really nailing it yet, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I like the Defenders. Defenders was cool. I don't think it's the best.
It was bland.
Rate it.
It was alright. Rate it out of what? Out of 10? I don't want to rate it out of 10. I would say
Rate
say
out of
six.
the-
out of the series.
of the-
I would say you have. I I'm still kind of torn between which I prefer, Daredevil or Luke Cage. But let's say Daredevil, Luke Cage. I'm gonna say the Defenders, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist.
Okay.
Daredevil season 1, Daredevil season 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't even say it's Daredevil season 2. Yeah, but yeah.
Season 2, then Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. No, we're including the Defenders into the Daredevil 1, 2, Luke Cage, Defenders, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist.
Okay.
Because I did like Luke Cage, but
I'd probably
I like the fighting more.
yeah. I think season 2 of Daredevil, because I missed that out. I'd put that under Jessica Jones, than Iron Fist. I didn't like season
Under
2
Jessica
that much.
Jones?
Yeah, I didn't like season 2 that much. I thought the best thing about season 2 was the
suit.
Punisher.
Oh,
That was pretty much it. I
you
didn't
don't
like.
the suit.
The suit was alright. I mean, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, but the
But
suit was cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean,
but
season
then,
1 you had him in a black costume, which is alright,
Yeah.
but then he got a suit, and that was pretty cool.
No, but again, I think the problem with season 2 is the Hand. I think the Hand have just been a problem as a villain.
No,
I think with season 1, Kingpin was the best thing. Like
Yeah.
the best thing about it. When it came to season 2, I think the Hand was so weak as a villain that for me it was just like meh. When the Punisher was in the show, that was when I was glued to the TV. That was when I was like, yeah, this is cool. But when he was off screen, it was like.
But to be honest, the Hand made sense. It made sense.
It made
because
sense,
he was trained
yeah.
to fight the Hand.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Infinity
it did
was
make
trained.
sense, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make more sense to keep extending it. That's why I feel like it was necessary, because it wasn't the same. The Hand was a new villain. I mean, they showed symbols in Daredevil 1, but they weren't the main concern. If you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So that's why it weren't that deep. Because in number 1, it's like, who is the Hand? And in number 2, they're like, this is the Hand.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was that bad.
How would you rate it? I mean, you've only seen 3 episodes, but where would you rate
season
the?
1,
Yeah.
Luke Cage, Devil season 2, Jessica Jones, Defenders, Iron Fist.
Okay.
Did you say Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage was second.
Oh, okay.
I actually saw somebody on Twitter actually mention that Iron Fist was better than Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. That was my reaction.
Say what? I
yeah.
can understand you found it better than Jessica Jones, but Luke Cage?
I can't even understand if it was better than Jessica Jones.
Cage?
I'm
Jessica Jones is a great area.
it was a bit slow, a bit boring in places,
great,
but
Everybody knew Iron Fist was bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was put
everyone
everywhere.
agrees.
Everybody.
Yeah. There's a lot of sort of problems with these shows, but I enjoy them mostly for the most part. I think.
Do you think they'll link up any more series? Like, knowing you had Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, they was mixed into one.
I think they'll do. I
I
think they'll do Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Yeah, because
Heroes for Hire.
Luke Cage and Iron. Yeah, that's true.
Fire.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said Colleen and Misty.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of their group. So yeah, Defenders. I enjoyed it for the most part. Thought it was alright. If you've seen it, let me know. Let us know what you think about it. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the whole Netflix series and the MCU? Do you feel like it's been integrated well enough? If not, say how you would fix things. If you think it's alright, then say why you think it's okay. And yeah, I think that's about it really. If you haven't seen Defenders yet, go check it out. It's worth a watch. May not be perfect, but it's worth a watch. So yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I just knew it. I knew it. I'm gonna let this fly out so it can run havoc upon you. Fly.